All right, so I got a tip about a extremely high mileage Volvo wagon. If you've seen my channel, I do have a thing for Volvo wagons again. I'm waiting for the owner to come out. He left the keys in it, so I'm just gonna kind of check it out and probably do a little more commentary on it if I decide to bring this back home. Obviously, it's super rough. This was kind of used as a work truck, and that's how many miles on it, and it started up on the first turn of the key. Unbelievable. Let me pop the hood real quick. Runs good. All right, so now that it's all over with, yeah, this is my my new 740 Volvo wagon. That kind of sounded like something happened. Hold on a second. I heard a bang. Kind of sound like I lost a tire. Nope, that's just because it's sitting on a spring. Oh boy. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna run. Here's the rear spring, so it's running a little bit wonky in the back there. So I decided it was a great idea to try to drive it home. I don't have a long way to go, but we'll see. Oh man, that is a little bit rougher than I thought. But yeah, it's got decent tires. I'll go through the service records, I guess, when we get back. I mean, check out that laundry list of maintenance records, all done at kind of one of the nicer local Volvo specialty shops here in Richmond, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, started right up, first turn of the key. Decent blue color. I mean, obviously, you know, the car has issues. It has almost 380,000 miles. He bought it at 180,000 miles, so he was very proud of the 200,000 miles that he put on in that time period. I wanted to take a picture with it before I took off, but you know, I don't really see the downside besides potentially a little bit of welding that needs to be done on it. I've got about 1.5 miles to go. It's in fourth gear and we're moving. So I'll do a walk around when we get back to the house. All right, welcome back to the channel. And I got again another one for you here today. This is a oh man, what year it is? It doesn't really matter with these old Volvos. They're all just about the same. It's an 86 Volvo 760GLE. This is a 2.3 red block, actually. And, you know, I wasn't expecting or trying to buy this. Someone called me, so they have this old Volvo wagon. It's kind of how it goes these days. And do I want to check it out? And of course I did. And of course I drove it home. So it's not without its issues. Let's get started real quick, walk around the body. It's a lowrider, obviously. So the rear spring, perch or something is cracked or broken, needs to be repaired. There's the spring. But this car was a daily driver for, I have no idea how many years, but the car has 387,000 miles on it. And the owner put 200,000 miles on it. I think I mentioned that before, and had it maintained at the local Volvo specialist for a stack of this many dollars and miles and maintenance things. And again, I just went through the records. He changed oil 3 times this year. So that kind of shows you how meticulous these Volvo guys are sometimes, especially when it comes to these old wagons, and I'm kind of a sucker for them. This one's an awesome one besides the issues. I mean, hell, it's worth a couple $100 in parts anyway. Because it has the rear jump seat, which is, I think, a pretty awesome rare option. Usually these are really beat up. So, you know, this one's in really great condition. It's not ripped or moldy or cracked. The covers are usually smashed. But again, that's, you know, it's all intact. It's all there, and it's all functional. So that's a neat feature on this one. Frank, chill. Yeah, again, the roof paint's okay, a little bit of fading. Hood's a little bit faded, but it's functional. This car was inspected. If it wasn't for the spring perch, I really don't know why it would not pass inspection again. If you saw, I just drove it back about 7 miles like this, and it really wasn't all that terrible. Let's jump in and fire it up and check it out. So it definitely smells like an old Volvo in here. I do like a black leather interior. Obviously this one is a little worse for wear, but got the original mats, which are pretty neat. The kind of retro Volvo mats are always, you know, a good touch. Usually those are lost or broken. Crank sunroof, which is a great option. Headliner's pretty dilapidated. You know, the convenient light is kind of hanging there. But, you know, if you saw my videos on the 960 I have, you know, a lot of similarities on the interiors of these. It's just there's a lot of carryover besides dash updates. They're not too dissimilar. You know, same type of driving position, you know, slightly different steering wheel with the airbag and everything, but you know, for what it's worth, they're not terribly dissimilar. So let me fire it up. Oop. Boom, she's alive. But yeah, let me see. I haven't tried any of these functions yet. I wonder if the AC kicks on. Radio's not doing anything. Heated seat light is not on, but I'm sure it'll function. Huh. Feels like it's getting cold, but it's cold outside, so it's really hard to tell these days. Let's pop the hood. All right. Under the hood, we've got Volvo's 2.3 red block. Peppy little 4-cylinder. This one actually sounds great. Usually these have bad motor mounts and they're kind of knocking and vibrating all over the place, but this is, you know, of all the ones I've owned, this one's running pretty smooth. I'm fairly impressed about how well it's been put together, but again, I'll go through the rest of those records and see what other maintenance he's done, because I'm sure everything is up to date as far as the engine bay is concerned. It all looks very original, no aftermarket anything. So, you know, there's no reason to think this thing would not go another 100,000 miles, honestly, if repaired and maintained. Not tripping. I mean, that oil filter is new. I mean, the oil was changed on this car less than, you know, 100 miles ago, which is wild for a car with that high mileage. Again, looks like newer brake lines. Tires aren't terrible. Yeah, just an all-around neat little car. You know, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm probably just going to end up selling it. But, you know, with all the Safari wagon stuff going on, it might be worth repairing the mount or the perch there and lifting this bad boy, doing a Volvo Safari wagon. But yeah, even this back protection cover is in place. But no, this thing's neat. I like it. I just like I said, I think you saw me driving it in the previous clip, and now I'm gonna probably clean it up a little bit and see how the paint looks. But thanks for checking out the video. Again, a lot of Volvos going on through here, and again, they're kind of coming to me these days. So hopefully we'll have an update video in this car coming soon.